Bill and I, we're running this show. Digital land, let the blockchain flow. Pod to the cast, we ride the air. NFT dreams like we just don't care. Metaverse wild, like a zombie horde. Earth to terrain, we're never bored. VV collectibles stacking high. Bill and I, we touch the sky. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Yeah. Bill lays down wisdom like it's gold. I'm the zombie breaking every mold. Virtual lands where our roots grow deep. Podcasts alive, we never sleep. Podcast kings in the cyber realm. Forward thinking, we at the helm. Digital land, new frontiers we take. Binary zone that we co-create. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches, we're on the chase. Metaverse dreams, a brand new guide. Zombie and Bill side by side. Digital world, we rule this space. NFT riches,
Yeah.
We're back.
What's good? Haven't seen you in a few minutes. What's up?
2 minutes. After our 2.5 hour stream on Earth 2 run around.
Yeah, that was your first one that you've went live on, huh?
Yeah, and it was an epic success. And I found out after you left that I was only 2/3 the way up on the left side of that island. And it got dark, and I had a torch.
You got scared?
I got really scared, and Kenobi talked me into buying a 20 tile plot.
He kept trying. He's like, "You sure you don't want to? Are you sure you don't want to?"
Next time I go in there and it's daylight, I'm gonna go live again, and then I'm just running it out to the next property.
Just full on.
They're not getting me on $4 again. It's not happening.
Wait, it's $4?
Well, I bought a 20 tile plot.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
But then now I got to set up a rating territory on there. You know, I can't just have a property doing nothing.
I know it's really gonna like make you figure out like game plans when you're playing. It's not just a go in and fucking lollygag, right? You got to have goals and fucking checkpoints and everything.
Well, yeah, and not just that, but also like I don't want to just buy a 4 tile plot because I want to be able to use the properties I have now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so
right.
That's why I was like, I don't even want a 10 tile plot. I almost like only want to get at least a 20 or 30 tile plot because I want to be able to put buildings down.
What is 20 equate to? How many acres is that? Is that like an acre, 2 acres?
Acre-ish, I think. It's 9 by 9 meters. So what is that? 18 feet by 18 feet. So, well, that's 18 squared though. I don't know. I think 9 tiles is about an acre, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
I forget.
Okay, so you want 2 acres.
Ish, yeah. Something you can use something with.
Right. And you can set up your mentor there. You got your, hollow buildings there. You can actually live, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, it looks like Fro found his way in here.
Oh, all right.
I was wondering because I'm like, I sent him a snapshot.
Yo, whoa, cleaned up.
Whoa, did you got your hair tied back or something? What's going on here? Is this a conspiracy?
It's all
Dude, look
AI,
at that
bro.
painting.
No shit. AI. What's good, brother?
Look at that What? Look what he's got framed.
That's dope.
The create print, man. I love that.
Yeah.
That's sweet.
Thank you for that.
Oh, you got it, bro. We got you.
Yeah. I framed it as soon as I got it. Looks good.
It looks good like that. I like that.
Yeah.
I love his artwork. You know, I got this unplug it. This one up here. And when I got that, I was just like, man, I love his colors, dude. I'm like,
I know, they pop.
He's one of my favorite artists now. So
yeah. I went down the rabbit hole, man. Once I got it, I started looking at more of his work. I'm like, oh man, do I pull the trigger?
Yeah, that's some good stuff, right? I like that Kid Arcade behind you too.
Oh yeah,
right.
So yeah, this is the one that was hanging up at on the wall at Decon.
Wow.
Dude, that's sweet.
So that's a 101, right? Because we don't have Electra as a mighty, right?
No,
That's
not
a
yet.
one and only.
You know it's coming. It has to. It's
I
nostalgic.
hope so.
Yeah. So that's from Arcade's visionary mind of what Electra probably should look like if she were to be a mighty.
Yeah.
And so he painted that paint on canvas. I mean, it turned out gorgeous. So
Dude, I love that. It looks so good.
I
got him making me a little something. I can't disclose
Oh yeah.
it. Well, he just started popping out these paintings on the show when I went on a show the one day, and I was like, wait a second, like, let me see some more of that. And then I'm like, I gotta have you make me something. This is amazing. And but I just didn't like the ones that he had. He had like Wolverine, and he had a couple other characters, and I'm like, those are cool, but I wanted something special for me, kind of like that, you know.
Yeah,
that's special for you.
It is. Like we talked about it, and kind of just chitting and chatting turned out to be something that came to fruition. So I love it. He did a wonderful job. Yeah.
That's cool.
Good times, brother.
What's good? You've been out of town, huh?
Yeah, just doing work, travel, and
boost up my.
Yeah, it's
try to boost this up a little bit.
It kind of takes control sometimes, Bill.
Oh,
yeah.
I bet. I haven't been working at all right now, and it's been great.
Enjoying every minute of it, huh?
Yeah,
right. Slacking, man. It's incredible. Like, what am I going to do today? I went out to lunch with a buddy of mine. That was like my to-do.
Done.
Yeah, got it done. And then I grinded on Earth 2 I just did a 2.5 hour stream before we did this stream.
Yeah, hold up your wrist, Bill.
Is it bad?
Because I'm sitting there like gaming, and I'm like, I can't move my hands anymore. It was pretty funny. Yeah.
So the both of you, Zombie and Bill, you guys are both together on Earth 2, just grinding it out, or?
Yeah.
Well,
Bill's got the beta.
I've only been approved for a tester currently because Zombie sucks.
Yeah. I'm not the level of Bill quite yet, but yeah.
No, it's just they went by tile count. So I own more than he does in size. And so because I don't know how many you had, like 20 or 30,000 tiles or something like that.
I have 25,000 tiles. Yeah.
I think the next increment will be Zombies level, which is just under me. So
if it's 25, I'm going to be pissed. I got to buy more tiles.
But
I
he's
want
also over me in Vivi.
Yeah, it's flipped.
It's flipped. Yeah.
Yeah. Especially with the pickups I've been doing last couple of days. Shit.
So speaking of Earth 2, I had that property for you. Never got back to me.
I know. You know, I gotta make time. Like I literally 2026.
So did you see any of the stream earlier?
No, I saw like a 9-second clip.
Yeah.
That you had posted. Yeah.
So check out the stream that we did when you get a minute, and you'll be able to see what it looks like live. It looks really good.
Okay. Yeah. I normally watch live streams while I'm like traveling. If I'm on a 45-minute drive, an hour drive, 2-hour drive, I'll just play it, have my screen turned sideways, and I'll just drive and I'll listen and I'll glance over maybe every so often. So
that's cool.
That's how I deliver mail.
I got drives. I do the same stuff, man. I always got something going on. Especially when you're on so many different platforms, you're always listening to something.
Well, it's hard to catch up, right? There's so much content being put out, and it's good stuff, right? So you know, you want to get in while you can.
Oh, you're right. It seems like if you're not plugged in, you feel like you're missing out on something. So I'm always constantly playing someone's live stream, replaying while I'm driving.
Right.
I don't even listen to music anymore or the radio. Like it's literally live streams of people I know.
Yeah.
Projects I'm interested in, and that way I just kind of educate myself while I'm driving. It's kind of like, you know, you go into like autopilot mode and you're absorbing all this information, and later on you're like, that is cool. Let me do a little further deep dive. So
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you check out VV on Whatnot today?
I didn't have a chance to. Like I was so swamped today. Like I barely had time to hop on X, check out a few things, and hop off. I mean, literally like just 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. Like today was busy, man. Like like I wish it was a little bit slower, but New Year, people are just hitting the ground running. So I got to keep up.
Yeah, David popped on and he was open up a bunch of ultimate God, what was it? It was ultimate do you remember, Bill? The comic Ultimate
Ultimate Endgame.
Endgame, yeah, that's what it was.
I've been taking my Medicine Blue.
They were blind boxes, basically, like like covered up, and you had to go in and pick your number and purchase it, and then they were opening it up live on stream, which is super cool. So David got a bunch and was opening his first, of course.
Yeah, you get anything cool?
Yeah, there's some good ones. There's some like 1 in 25s. There's some peach momocas. There's a Scotty Young variant.
We trading? What's up, Scotty Young?
Yes.
For the peach?
Young. What?
We trading?
Trading? No, you got it.
I know. I'm saying we trading the Scotty for the peach. What's up?
Oh, I don't know about all that. My 88 pick got the peach
crushing me right now.
But Scotty's cool. Scotty ain't bad.
I haven't even seen what it looks like. That's awesome.
It was cool. It was cool though. There was like 70, I think, people when I popped on, so they got a good little audience on them.
Oh
yeah. I was there last week. I popped in and I tried to buy a blind box, but they literally were like sold out instantly. Yeah,
these sold probably in about 20-30 minutes, I think. They had a lot. I think they had like 100 or 200 of them or something, maybe 100 and something of them. So
well, yeah, because they only had like I think 50 done up last time, and they were all sold out. So I think this time around they're like, hey, maybe we should make more, which is smart. I mean, that's because people want blind boxes.
Yeah, you feel left out if you didn't get to participate, right?
Yeah, that was me. So I was just driving and I was just listening, like just pretty much.
I got this in the mail this week. Check this out.
What'd you get? No, those are numbered to 50, right? Or 40. 40.
Bill's gonna get a burrito. Bill, get a burrito right now and open it up, dude. Let us know.
The underworld. Elmonex approved.
We need to know what that tastes like.
I put it on eBay for $200.
Nice.
Just for fun. I'm flexing. Right?
Spill it out.
No, but I didn't think I qualified for that. And then Jacob just sent it to me. So I was like, this is really cool of him. So shout out to Elmonex, man.
Elmonex. No,
I've been buying a bunch of stuff on there, but like I didn't think, whatever the qualifications was, I didn't think I had enough, but I guess he felt I did, I guess. I don't know.
Oh yeah. Like and my brother, he secured the statue today.
Did he?
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. It was okay, so the statue, it's the super famous statue, but it is David naked. And there's just
David naked.
There's just wiener in your face. And then if you turn the statue around, it's man butt.
There's no good angle.
No good angle on here for me.
No good angle.
And I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. And I know I did I did do the Sistine Chapel, and then Adam was like naked. But I'm like, I'm not gonna stare at that all the time. I don't care.
He gets a pass.
He gets a pass. So, but I went crazy with the Sistine Chapel drop. I bought all three. I was eligible for the David statue. It just wasn't for me. I just was like, I'm good. I'm gonna sit this one out.
Yeah. What was that going for?
I don't even know. A few $100s, I think, right?
Yeah.
500.
Sold out. Yeah, sold out pretty right away almost.
I think there was like 10 for $500. 500 euros, was it? Probably something like that. I could be wrong, but it was up there. So that sold out, and I think did the rest of them sell out too?
I'm not sure. I know the one before sold out because I couldn't get in.
Yeah.
I couldn't even log in to buy one.
Yeah.
And my brother got another one also. So he's like he's really huge into Elmon X, and
Yeah.
I'm when the drop happens, I'm so involved in doing something else. I got to be in a meeting or I got clients.
Yeah.
I literally can't pull away, even if I wanted to. Like just hey, I'm gonna go to the restroom. I couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I missed out. I'm gonna have to hit the secondary market somehow figure something out.
I
They
get
really
it.
do
I'm
want this
very
in
picky
Chapel.
choosy on Elmon X myself, you know. Like I gotta really like it to buy it.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, no, I agree. Absolutely. And they're putting out so much good stuff. You know, like all the historical pieces. Dude,
Yeah.
I literally just I can't wait to see what they put out next.
Yeah. I didn't buy the one with the Jesus with the crystal ball, the Da Vinci.
Oh,
You own one? You own that one?
you talking about the Salvatore Mundi one?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. It
Yeah.
got by the time I realized what was going on,
Yeah. I don't own that one. I did pick up a Mona Lisa, but the Salvatore Mundi, I was just like, I don't love it. I understand it's Da Vinci. I think it's okay. But then there was that huge sale that was like the biggest art sale ever of that
yeah,
actual piece. I think it was in the billions, right?
like 50, I think. Like
Wow.
50.
Some insane amount of money. Yeah.
Yeah, it came up for sale. It was sold and it never showed up on the market ever again. It's still in the private, buyer's hands right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it was some crazy number. Like, was it 500 million? 50 million? 50 million doesn't seem right because that seems too low.
Yeah, let me look it up.
Did you see that Action Comics just sold?
Wasn't that 12 million?
Yeah, 12 or 15.
15
I forget.
million.
Yeah.
15 million.
So the Salvatore Mundi sold for $450 million.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. I knew it had a 15 in it. I was just like,
but 15 million, yeah, another record. And we just had Vincent on the show. What a legend, breaking that record, man. And the story behind it is so good with the Nicolas Cage stolen artwork, right?
Yeah, I
he's
think
a big time collector.
That definitely helped in the price. A good story behind a piece like that,
Yeah, and Vince, he had the Nicolas Cage put on the label.
Did he? That it was previously owned by? Nice. Yeah.
Previously in Nicolas Cage's collection, which I thought that's like icing on top, right?
Yeah. As long as you could prove the provenance, you're gold. Like it's golden.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Like we back to Elmon X, we shot a video a while back, just kind of waited for the right moment to drop the video. And it stars never aligned for us to go on Aloha Friday with Dean Hanano to drop the video.
Yeah.
And it just so happens stars did align finally in 2026. Jacob from Elmon X is going to be on Aloha Friday this Friday.
Oh, really?
And yeah.
They told me that he was. They had a guest on already because we were going to go on the show. But they didn't tell me who it was, so that's cool. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Oh, yeah, they just kind of did the release. Was it? It might have been Monday where they kind of like, hey, this is our schedule for the week, and Jacob from Elmon X is there. So my brother and I will both be on there, and we're gonna drop our latest Elmon X video while he's on the show. So it worked out. Yeah. Cool. So I think the reason it never lined up for us in 2025 was, the stars never aligned. That Jacob coming on the show, we're like, hey, this is a perfect time. So it just, I think he's gonna like it. I hope he likes it.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, can't wait to see that.
That's great. So what time's the show at?
It's going to be at 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's early
p.m.
a.m.
A.m. Ooh, it's gonna be an early one. So 10:30 EST.
Yeah, and that was set up because They have Dean Hanano have Fanable Fridays with Emily later on. Just I think an hour or two after we start our interview, and plus it's got a convenience Jacob over on his side of the world. So
yeah. So where's he at in Europe?
I believe he's in London. So it's 7:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Should be about 3:30 p.m. for him. So it should be more flexible for him. Just kind of, because I think the last time he came on the show was like 1 o'clock in the morning. It was so inconveniencing for him. So,
right.
Yeah, this time around should be better for him.
Cool. Just posting some of these links for Telegram. What have you been buying? Picking up anything?
Yeah, I did, man. I just bought a mint that I've been chasing, for the last 5 years on the ultra rare FA Spider-Man. So that cost me a pretty penny, but as a mint hunter, I had to have it, and it took me, 5 years to get it, and then immediately after that, I bought the Amazing Spider-Man #3, the FA Doc Ock with the matching mint number. Yeah, so like I literally kind of just been buying special mints. So I mean, I spend probably a lot more gems than I should, but I've been picking up just key pieces that I've been really, kind of hunting after.
What mint number is that?
2099.
2099. Okay.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I got the UR FA Spider-Man because the SR only goes up to 1500.
Mm-hmm.
So the UR goes up to 2500. That was my next best shot of getting 2099 for the 2099 universe. So I got him, and then I picked up the FA. I'm glad it was a common cover too for the Amazing Spider-Man #3, the FA Doc Ock.
Made it a lot cheaper.
Right. And I have the 2099 Doc Ock to match that mint number for the FA. So
nice.
2099 universe. So I'm going for it.
Wes says you're cute.
Wes, I swear, man. This is Electra right here for you, Wes.
Looking over your shoulder.
That's right. She's always, and look how she's like looking at an angle too.
Yeah, she's side-eyeing him.
So Zombie's been picking up a few things too.
Yeah.
I've seen.
Yeah.
Are you able to share?
If you're gonna give me, like good, amazing prices for key grail sub 100s, I'm gonna take it all day long. I will. I'll take it. I got, let's see, it was Leonardo common number 46. I got that for a really good deal, in my opinion. Scooped that up. And then somebody listed Michelangelo common 54, I believe, for below $100.
Ooh.
Like, don't do that to him. Don't do that. Like specifically fucking Gary V talks about these IPs being so significant, right? Like, you're not going to get another chance at that, and that's not going to be up for sale for a long time, and there's still deals out there. I look, there's still like 3.
Does Zombie even sell? I don't even know that you sell.
Is there a sell button? I thought we're still waiting. I have no idea. Yeah. Literally no idea. And then I got a sub 100. I think it was around like 60 mint.
I don't even know how that works.
You okay? I got a 60 mint AT-AT, which is dope. I love that piece. The animation on it. That was the toy that everybody wanted. Right? Unless you were rich or had a rich uncle, you weren't even going to look at that piece, in real life. So now that I own it, it's a sub 100. I love it. Give me all those deals, please.
I think I own one.
I keep gambling too for those damn Tigers fuck, I can't hit. I'm trying for that 49 ultra or secret rare.
You're
The
still
black.
going for the Tigers?
Yeah, I keep going. I spent like $70 more on it. Didn't get it.
Really?
Yeah. Well, because that piece isn't out yet, and it's tied to a physical. It's one of those. It's one of those. Shit. What are they called? Where like pre-production pieces, right?
Oh, like a prototype.
Prototype, exactly. And it's important. And it's number 49. It hasn't been snatched up yet. So I keep throwing a little breadcrumbs out there, but it ain't coming my way yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I might have to do the same, zombie.
Well, I mean, I'd love somebody to get it. If it's not me, you guys. You know?
I haven't been buying. What have I been buying? I don't even know. I have like 82 cents in my account. And,
dude, I've been there, done that.
What did I go for recently? I think I bought something. What drops have been dropping?
Leonardo.
I did go for Leonardo.
Avatar.
Avatar.
Only one. I only went for one Leonardo.
You didn't go for the dark stormtrooper, did you?
No.
Yeah.
No, I got common Leonardo, of course, common gang. And then I bought two more Leonardo at like $10-11 or something like that. Just a dollar cost average. And then I did go for the drop for the tunnel that he came with, the diorama. And just in case I might get the 1984 or whatever, but I didn't because I saw.
Has that been found for the diorama? Or?
Probably not. I don't know, but I know that not many probably sold out. I think once we figure out what it's going to be when it all connects, they're going to.
So you didn't go for the special edition one, did you? The black and white.
I only pulled that trigger once.
Okay, so you're not. You see, I would be freaking out. I'd be like, I gotta complete the set. Like internally, I'd be going crazy. You know. So I got
the one Michelangelo. I had to have that. Now I'm like, but I noticed. But look at the price of the current one, Leonardo. He was like hovering around $900 to $1,000 or something like that.
Yeah.
But on Stacker, you could get him with Omi for like $600 or $700.
Really?
I'm like, that's substantially cheaper than the Michelangelo.
Really?
So then I'm like, okay, what's he going to drop to later? So once the next one comes out, is his price going to drop down even more?
Play that game.
And then what happens when the next one comes out?
You hope. That's what you're hoping.
I don't know. So right now, I know I don't want to drop $600 or $700 on Leonardo if I don't know that I can get the other two.
Right.
I also don't want to spend that money right now anyways because I'm not really doing anything. So then it's like it's a lot of cheddar to throw out, you know.
Yeah, and you just got a new computer, right?
Did you? Gaming computer?
Yes.
He's a gamer.
Yeah.
He's getting a Twitch stream next.
So I had to do a gaming computer to run her too.
Oh, for the graphics.
Yeah.
You had to. So I got a computer that runs 5070, which is okay. Yeah. Which a year ago everybody was like 5070, I can't believe it. And then now they're like, oh, it's all right. It's 5080 is better, but okay, whatever. That's when I like to buy it, you know, when 5070 becomes boring, right? So I did just buy a gaming computer, I guess. So there's $1,700.
Ooh.
Yeah. So there's that. That's also probably why I didn't buy the Wiener statue. I'm like, I'm good. I'll pass. It's cool. I'll have to put a blanket on it or something. Little box later on.
Now I'm trying to find the stacker. I can't believe it's that low for that piece. Jeez.
Yeah, it was like 6 million Omi. 6.5 or something like that, which is
okay. So Leonardo right now is
Watchman. I bought a computer. I didn't tell you, did I?
That's a great price. Number 14 right now for $1,000.
Told you I was gonna get it. I told you.
Damn.
Me and Watchman were looking at computers together.
Oh, comparing notes.
Yes, you could say that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Congrats! Did you see my stream earlier, Watchman? Watch my Earth 2 stream. It was amazing. Amazing.
Yes.
So, what have you been studying on conspiracies lately?
Ooh, anything and everything, man. Like I literally just like when I said when I drive, I got long drives, man. I play it and dude, I just go down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
I think last one, what was I looking into? Man, it was more so like Bigfoot footage that kind of got released in 2026, and there's some like footage of it. I mean, it's bipedal. It's not AI, and you can tell someone had these videos for maybe maybe like a year, maybe two, but in fear of being ridiculed, just kind of like held off.
Mhm.
And then they're like finally like, you know what, forget it, put it out. So
Okay.
I've seen some new ones, and man, it's literally very, very convincing. So
Are you sure it wasn't Harry from Harry and the Hendersons?
No, because the way these things moved, or this thing, one particular in the video, man, it was covering ground like fast, and it's on uneven terrain, and and I think this was probably going up the side of a mountain, and it was trucking up it like it was nothing,
Really?
and like 3 to 4 feet of snow, and it was just plowing through, and I'm like, there might be something to this. Am I a believer? Yeah, I'm a believer of everything until it gets debunked.
Right.
So so that's the rabbit hole I've been going down.
I actually just watched Harry and the Hendersons.
Did you know?
It was on Netflix, and I bought the VHS tape, and I couldn't get it to work, so I finally got my VHS player working, and I realized the VHS player works now, and so does the tape. But I watched it on Netflix anyways for some reason. But it was so funny. I haven't seen that movie in like 15, 20 years, but obviously it's about Sasquatch living in a house. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's hilarious. 80s movies, you gotta love them.
Right.
We got Watchmen. What did you say? I think Bigfoot's interdimensional being with cloaking capability like Predator.
Oh.
He's on to something there. So I think Watchmen is pretty much spot on. Like it's been so many stories and people coming forward of, hey, one moment he was there, the next he's gone. But the way he disappeared wasn't like he just jumped behind a tree. He kind of just, interdimensionally just kind of fizzled out. But you could tell it's kind of like a Stargate thing where you can see something kind of, coming in the view or, dissolving or dissipating. Mm-hmm. And I saw that video and I was like, what am I even watching? But it's an actual video, and it came out years ago, so there's no way AI was involved. And Native Americans, they talk about the same thing, man. And they've been here longer than we have. Yeah. So I think something is lining up where we are kind of getting closer to the truth.
Yeah. I think that's interesting. The whole Predator bending of the light, right? They use that. It's just reflecting what's all around it, right? It's not really jumping interdimensionally, but it's using a technology to cloak itself. But it's yet still in the same dimension because he's physically there killing people, right? Or same as the Bigfoot, could he just be using the same similar technology? Kind of like UFOs, I've heard that they don't actually leave dimensions, but the gravity around them is bent. So it warps around them so that it appears that they go invisible, but they're actually really there. But we just can't see them because the gravitational field is bent. So I'm wondering, could it be the same kind of technology on them?
That's funny you say that. Well, not funny. It's interesting that you say that because I literally just watched some documentary about seeing orbs in the forest, metallic orbs, and then within the same sentence, so like, and we saw this, bipedal creature that was like 9-10 feet tall, and I'm thinking, in the story, it was like it was being dropped off, like, and then the orb disappears. So is that them coming here? I don't know, man, because it seems like they've been here forever, according to Native American, legend.
Yeah.
So have they been visiting forever, or were they already, here? I don't know. It's so much to uncover still.
So would you put like the Bigfoot in the same category as giants? Because I know there's been giant sightings kind of recently where people have cameras out in the distance and then they see this large figure hauling ass up this mountain, and by the distance and the size and the speed it was traveling, they're giants. And it wasn't like a Bigfoot character. It was a bigger than Bigfoot. So would you count giants in that kind of category?
You're talking about the Nephilim?
He didn't show me his passport, but whatever the figures are,
But you mean,
I didn't get to see it.
So real quick though, before you go into that, do you mean like orb as in like the orb that they've been studying, the Buga spear or Buga spear?
No,
or you mean
no.
like raft size orb?
When they were talking about orbs, they're talking about like pretty much UFOs, spaceship sized orbs.
Okay.
That will leave, imprints in the ground after they, leave. It'll be something done to the natural landscape that wouldn't be normally there if it was something terrestrial.
Yeah. I was listening to a show earlier today with Tim Alberino and another guy, and he brought up Sasquatch, right? And it being possibly a giant or part of the Nephilim. They have been reported to be like 7 to 9 feet tall. So that's pretty tall. I don't know if I'd consider it giant, but that's pretty big. That's NBA and larger.
These things were bigger. The video that I saw, they were up on the mountain and they were pretty big on this mountain. So the distance would say that they were large. Yeah. And it's funny because the person that put out the video disappeared. Is that always the case? Yeah.
I got a funny story for you, Zombie.
Huh.
So my grandmother, she passed away now.
It's not a funny story.
No, I mean, like,
terrible.
Her story.
Yeah,
it's funny. Not her passing away, but
dog man.
Back in 1920-ish, maybe late 20s, early 1930s. When she was young, she used to kind of go bathe in the river on the northeastern province of Thailand, and and on the other side just China.
Okay.
So in that mountain range, she said one time they were washing clothes in the river, and this is in the late 20s, maybe early 30s. They saw this big reddish orange bipedal creature, like 9-10 feet tall, just on the other side of the bank, come out of the dense forest. Just for a split second, once he was seen, he turned around and went back in, or it.
You pulled the Homer with the bushes.
Yeah.
And I've always that always sparked my interest in that. I was kind of like, how would they know about telling something kind of? It'd have been probably something similar to like the Himalayan Yeti or something like that. And that always stuck with me because there's no way that word would have traveled. We didn't have the internet. I mean, phones weren't even invented yet. So in that story, we just kind of carried on from my grandmother to my mom. And when I heard about it, I was already, my grandmother's still alive when I heard about it. And my mom was telling me that she was told the story about the I don't know, Sasquatch or Yeti when she was there. And yeah, that's like on the northern southern tip of China, northern tip of Thailand. So yeah, that was a real thing because it was more than one sighting.
Right, and it was firsthand too. So
Yeah.
what makes me ask, do they have orangutans over there? Because I believe Joe Rogan talked about like a species of just giant orangutans, right, which are red. So
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
curious.
monkeys, orangutans. I mean, I'm guessing in the 20s and 30s, they're a lot more heavily populated in the dense jungle than they are today. So
Right. They didn't
yeah,
get killed. Yeah.
yeah, but she knew what an orangutan was. This thing was literally like 10 feet tall. Like even from
Right.
across the bank, they're able to like see how large this thing was, how massive this thing was compared to had a person been on the other side of the bank, which they're used to seeing, where like, you know, this tall and this thing compared to the person was like this tall. So yeah, man, that's and that was like, you know, firsthand account from someone that, you know, family member. So it's kind of hard to refute, and it's from the 20s, like 30s. So it's like, I don't know, it might be something there.
Have you guys been looking up in the sky recently at all?
Yes.
I have not.
Man,
November.
I'm working at nighttime a lot of times now, and I look up in the sky, and there are so many flashing lights, blinking lights, moving, and I don't know what is up there now, but it's a lot. It's a lot more than when I remember as a kid. Like you'd look up and there'd be stars twinkling, and you know the moon or whatever. But now it's like there's just things up there that are doing their own shit. You know, I was up camping up in the mountains last year, and we were talking about a buddy of mine was telling me he saw these lights and they were all in a row and they did this thing, but then they moved out. And while he was telling me the story, no shit, they came up above us. And came up literally right above us and going across the sky. And he's all, that's fucking them. You know, we weren't even in the same area that he saw them in last time. So it was just nuts. But I definitely see a lot of activity above us right now, way more than I've ever seen before. You know, things I can't explain, you know.
Unidentified flying objects.
Yeah.
I can second that. Like in October, November timeframe, we were camping also. And I did see some things that were kind of flashes of light that weren't planes. And we were really high up in the like the Sierra Nevadas, and it wasn't a plane. Like I couldn't explain it. So I mean, it was, if it was an extraterrestrial craft, man, it was super fast. So
yeah, just there's a lot of fucking activity going on. Did you guys see that tear in the sky that was being posted at all?
No.
Yeah, there was a tear, I don't know how true it is. Obviously, I didn't vet it, but somebody was showing up in the sky, nice blue sky, a tear where it looked like the screen ripped and it was dark, real dark in the center of it. But then the flap of the tear was showing. And TikTok. You could type it in.
Truman Show right there.
Yeah, exactly. What it reminded me of. I'm like, man, TikTok's been on fire lately.
Well, I did get to see one time. Obviously, it's not UFOs, but I got to see up in the sky one night. I was out in the middle of the country area, and I saw a string of those freaking Elon Musk satellites. And that was really cool to see. And man, were they trucking, like all in a line across the sky. And I was like,
do you believe that?
Huh?
Do you believe that?
Well, that's what they tell me they are.
Yeah. But do you believe that? I mean,
they were moving in a line.
Huh? Right. Do you believe that's what they are, though?
I don't know. I mean, maybe it makes sense.
Yeah, because I mean, I saw the same. Was it during like the
There's
summer?
so many launches. There's so many of those things going up into the sky. But I haven't seen I haven't noticed physically with my eyes a grid-like pattern yet. You know what I mean? To where
No,
it's
no. I saw exactly
completely.
what you saw, kind of with that line. It was like
Mhm.
maybe 11 o'clock at night.
Yep.
During the summer, 11 o'clock at night, I was out jogging. I look up and I'm like, what in the world? And I see it, and it goes from one end of the sky to the other. And I try to track it with my eyes, and I see the
Yeah.
same go, and I'm like,
Fast.
It's
so I'm
so
like,
fast.
what's going on? And everyone's like, oh, it's just the satellite launch, SpaceX. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
never mind. Go back
Right.
to jogging.
And then,
Yeah.
well, that's the thing is we just chalk it off like, is what it
Yeah.
is. Who freaking
Yeah.
knows, right?
A lot of
Yeah.
trust, a lot of trust.
I wanna hear what Zombie has to say about it though.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I saw TikTok about it, and it made me question, because are we seeing? Have you ever seen a satellite? That's even a bigger conspiracy that satellites are bullshit.
Well,
You see
yeah,
images
have to.
of what they say, right?
Have I ever been to space to see a satellite? No.
No, well, that's not
That's the
space
only
either.
place you'd have to be, right?
Well, no. Well, okay. So we have cameras that can zoom in on the moon, literally, right? We could see pretty good detail with those cameras, right?
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we see
a satellite with
these satellites? These satellites are in our orbit. They're not in outer space, right?
Right.
They're in our dome.
Yeah.
Let's say, right? In
really
the
high
dome.
up. Yeah.
They're there. So,
but they are moving too, which would be
Mhm.
tough to catch with a telescope. But if you had one that could lock onto it, obviously a nice one.
I don't
right?
know. I'm waiting to see. I want to see.
Mhm.
That should be something that has been shown by now. I feel like.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just a thought.
What blows my mind is all these videos that we get, like these super clear shots of these planets. Like I just seen one of Pluto, right?
Sorry.
And I seen one of Pluto, and I'm like, why is this picture of Pluto clearer than my security cameras on my condo property? Right? Like I can zoom in on my because I have control of the cameras, right? And I can zoom in through my phone, and sometimes I can't catch a freaking plate on a stopped vehicle. But yet I can see rocks on Pluto and zoom in with this satellite that's supposedly just whipping past it. Like that was launched 30 years ago, and I can't get a brand new security camera that has a better camera. Like, does that even make sense? Do we even know? Do we believe that's even real?
I don't know. I seen this short video of someone with a Samsung cell phone.
Yeah.
And the moment they start zooming in on the moon with their Samsung cell phone, something happens. One of the components activates, and it kind of feeds them a preloaded image of the moon. So they're zooming in, and they're thinking they're looking at real time. It's already been preloaded into the phone.
Yeah.
Of this is what the moon should look like. So they're thinking it's clear image. In reality, it's just the
there you go.
Oh my god!
I think West is on to something.
Yeah.
Right?
It's a money laundering scheme, right? And now we're moving on to the next money laundering scheme, I think.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like how much money is funneled through NASA?
Oh,
90-something% of it's freaking it's classified.
Trillions by this,
yeah.
by now, right?
We haven't sent anybody to the moon in how long?
Well, because we lost all of the data and the video and how to get back.
Right.
With 1/10 of the computing power,
Not even by 1,000th.
Yeah, this phone is more powerful than the
ship that launched
on board the whole launch. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the ships that went up there too?
Yeah.
I did.
It's just like fabric or something woven in with some gold.
I saw that. It's literally like duct tape.
So think about it though. Those satellites that you guys saw zoom in across, right? Fucking booking. Do you know how integrally strong those would have to be to go at those speeds right? Like
Really
it
strong.
doesn't make. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and how are they connected? I don't understand that either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we had the technology back when the moon landing actually or supposedly happened.
Yeah.
Well, and
There's
why
no
haven't
way.
we been there recently?
Because we never can break the dome, Bill. The dome.
But
You're not.
What about the satellite we launched to Pluto, though? They broke the dome just fine. And not only did it break the dome,
and
it gives
the
me clear
Mars
images of
rovers
every
too,
planet.
right? The Mars rovers,
Rovers
they're there.
that look like hills in Montana, and people can geographically pinpoint this hill and then this hill over here.
Have you seen some of the stuff that they like zoom in on those camera on those photos?
I've seen a squirrel in one. Like I'm like, really, a squirrel? Is this AI?
There's ones of like weird looking statues that are laying on the ground, and like there's some strange stuff. One looked like a car. I'm like, there was cars on Mars? Like it clearly looks like a car that went through a nuclear bomb or something.
I know there's the Tesla Roadsters out there circling somewhere.
Yeah. No, oh man,
it's fake because it looks. Wait, it's real because it looks fake. Okay.
So this is approaching some not so round Earth type stuff. I'm guessing.
You just don't get scared, Bill.
I'm not.
Come along
what do you
for the
think
ride.
about this, Fro?
I'm here for it.
Is the Earth round, Fro?
It's in the Bible. Whether you believe or not, it's in the Bible. It talks about the firmament.
You can make a case for both in the Bible.
Yeah, you could. The thing that gets me is so when you see a lunar eclipse or a solar eclipse, it's always a perfect circle because there's the sun, then there's the earth, and then there's the moon, and it's like the perfect circle that goes right over the moon. So it's kind of like the shadow of the earth being projected onto the moon, which is a perfect circle. And that's what gets me, man. Like I want to believe zombie, but
mathematically, like do the math on that. What are the odds that all these things are just perfect circles and perfect dimensions to be from the distance to do that? There's no overlap. It's just perfect. Everything's perfect.
It would have to be designed that way.
Isn't it amazing? It's just all perfect. It's all like if it was just made up, perfectly.
Yeah, I know. I see both sides to it too, and there's good sides of both. I mean, good arguments on both sides.
No, I love it. I love listening to both sides.
Hold on.
Oh,
Froze kissed an alien before. So
dude, you're not supposed to talk, dude. That was so. We were in a safe space. We were in a safe space.
Electra's gonna be pissed.
So you can see both sides. You're saying?
Yeah, no, I like both sides because I'm not 100% flat Earth. I'm not because I haven't seen evidence, right? Yeah. But it opens the window a lot more than anybody else is willing to look through. That's how I feel. And it's fun. It's fun because I think it gets people. It separates them, right? You're either going to be a closed-minded person that can't think about it at all, and now I know who you are, or you can like listen and not trying to ridicule and mock because you're opening up your mind to it, right? It's not 100%. Like I don't know if I know very many things that are 100% I know as a truth.
Here's what stops me from believing the flat Earth thing. The archaeoastronomy, the megalithic structures all over the Earth. They're all perfectly designed with the shape of the Earth in the mathematical patterns of the size of the Earth, right? They go with the lunar cycles of the Earth, and they were all built 11,500 years ago on the Earth, on ley lines everywhere. They're all look like they've gone through some kind of cataclysm, right?
Yeah.
And so that's what puts me at odds with flat Earth. Besides the whole creation
So,
aspect.
okay, so I have a question then, because it sounds like you know about it. What about those are telling you the Earth is round? Because are they not just telling you they're following the stars up above? Because I'm not saying
No,
there's not
like
stars.
the Giza pyramid,
Mhm.
if you can break it down mathematically to the radius of the size of the Earth, it also gives you the diameter of the Earth as well, in certain mathematical breakdowns, and almost all the monuments have different configurations of that,
Mhm.
and all of them are positioned like they've been built from the sky. Like there's no way you could have built it unless you had actual, like, we have satellites today, and we're real. If we have satellites, um, with global positioning, we're able to now just start to discover some of the technology that they had back in the day. And the only way we can do that is it's like we're catching up to them, right?
Mhm.
But we're also finding out all these numbers that add up within 300 feet of the size of the Earth, which is incredible for some culture that supposedly push stones around. You know, they're living in caves supposedly. Does anybody really believe that? I don't. You know,
Yeah, no.
so that's what kind of like inhibits me from thinking that we're in a giant dome.
Mhm.
Besides the fact that I can see everything is round all around me, um, in the sky from what I could see. Again, that could be a projection,
Right.
but I'm also seeing these things. So it's like, it's easier for me to think that.
Like the sun.
Duke and Kava says, okay. Oh, I missed the conspiracy stream. No,
Ducking cover in the house.
we're just getting into it. Watchman says, just don't go over the Arctic wall, whatever you do. Oh, wait, I forgot. We're not allowed in the Arctic. The government has classified reality. So that's the other thing. So it's like, okay, I see why everyone believes it, because like you just can't go to Antarctica, right?
Yeah.
Or like we can't just go to some areas above the Arctic Circle, right? They
Mhm.
block off these areas,
Well,
right? So
flight
it's like they
patterns.
cause these things, or NASA puts out these fake videos. They're
Mhm.
all fake. Like none of any part of them, hardly anything about them are real at all. You go
Right.
back and watch, like you said, they're so we don't believe anything that they put out in front of our face. They lie to us about everything.
Mhm.
So I see why people think
See, so my thought is,
that
okay,
it could be in a dome. I see it. I see why they could think that.
if we had the technology to put, you said, cameras and rovers and all these fucking amazing things on these planets, right, elsewhere, why can't we put a live feed on the moon? Why? That'd be the easiest moneymaker ever.
Mm-hmm.
Why wouldn't they do that?
Right.
Watch it rotate. Watch the whole Earth rotate one fucking day, all the way through. Show me that.
But
That
would
would
we believe it though?
well.
You know what I
There
mean?
you
Like
go. Well, now
a
we're
lot of
so cluttered with lies, right? And that's the best way to get to do what you want, is to fill the world with lies, so you have no sense of what's true and what's not, and you give up, right?
Mhm.
I think
Yeah.
Obama talked about that. He had a speech where he was talking about the best way to overthrow a country is to go in and spread propaganda, and to where you confuse everybody, where nothing is true or nothing is real or whatever, because they've spread all these lies, so people just give up because they feel like they have no truth to ground them. So
Yeah, and I think another reason why they don't want to do a live feed is in fear of watching like a 747 just kind of fly by in the background. Like,
Or how about UFOs? The amount of
or
UFOs you would probably see in that.
where's this
yeah.
Atlas thing? Somebody brought up, was it Jamie brought up the Atlas or whatever?
Oh,
What I thought we were all doomed. What happened?
Yeah, it suddenly disappeared.
That's the one thing I don't believe. I believe
yeah,
everything.
Yeah, no, and going back to what you're talking about, the ancient cultures and civilizations that kind of, I don't know, just somehow vanished. Around 11, 12,000 years ago, BC, and I mean that kind of lines up with the Younger Dryas, right? It literally is kind of when that in can't even talk right now. That event happened, right? And
Yeah, about 11,000 years ago.
yeah, 11,500, like you mentioned, maybe
Yeah.
12,000.
Mm-hmm.
And the ancient Sumerians, they were geniuses, man, because they literally wrote on the clay tablets. And not only did they write on the clay tablets, they inscribed them in. They could kind of, just engraved them into the cuneiforms, into the clay tablets, because they knew that would be preserved over time. Where paper, I mean, it's good for 4, maybe 500 years, and that's the same thing with the Dead Sea Scrolls. While they're on, copper versus paper, like the ones that they found recently, because they found a way to figure out. We'll go back with Tempe. Gosh, man,
We're kind of touching on it. Yeah.
Yeah, that can cover the genius. But yeah, like it. They knew something we didn't. The ancients really knew something we didn't through trial and error, and we're just here, kind of redoing everything.
I finally got his name, Duck and Cover.
Duck, yeah, Duck and Cover.
Okay, I got it.
It's a cool name, man. It's such a cool name.
Yeah. So Gobekli Tepe builds around the same time period, right, as the Younger Dryas impact.
Yeah.
So, it was also a megalithic civilization, right? They buried it for some reason before the cataclysm, maybe to preserve it. We don't really know, but we know that as soon as they got down to a certain grade and started really discovering stuff, they're all of a sudden decided that they're not going to dig no more.
Did you see that statue they found recently, like 2 months ago?
What was it?
So they're doing this live excavation, and there's people there. Like I don't know if they're members of the press, the media, or they were just random individuals that were there. During the well, they're kind of excavating this. I guess it was a wall. At the very bottom of the wall was this statue, this humanoid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Underneath the wall, right? And it's like, they didn't put that there, right? So somebody reassembled the wall?
I don't know, but why would you put something with that much? I don't know. It seems like someone put it there on purpose.
Okay. Kind of like to stand out because it was buried, right? I mean, somebody must have done that to get it to stick out. You're right. I see what you're saying.
And they're kind of I think the archaeologists were kind of brushing it off, kind of, oh no, it was just reused and repurposed to be a part of the wall.
Yeah, like they were running out of stone or something.
Yeah, they're running out of stone. But I mean, this is something of significance. Like, why would they do that? So I don't know.
They would. I love how they explain things away, like just ridiculousness. They perfectly cut and quarry these stones to be shaped to fit perfectly together everywhere. But yet this one little stone they need to repurpose on the bottom of the foundation of the wall.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And I think they were dating Karen Tepe to be older than Gobekli Tepe, which is, not too far away from there. So, and I think they uncovered something that would probably rewrite history. Of course. And that's something they don't want to make public because everything we were taught would be wrong. And, we weren't really cave dwellers when they thought we were.
Yeah. Yeah, they want us to believe a certain thing, and people don't believe it anymore on anything. Like
that narrative's gone. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, whether the size of the Earth, the shape of the Earth, have we been to the moon? No.
Aliens.
Aliens. They don't believe anything on what they're telling us about aliens. How about drone capabilities? What's under the water? What's under the earth? How about all this? How about they just opened up the Chicana underneath the Sacsayhuaman. It connects supposedly to the underground fortress in Cusco to another area. So now it's all running just like the manuscript said, like freaking 400 or 500 years ago, that there was these underground tunnel systems that connected, called the Chicana, in Peru. But really, there's these underground tunnel systems that connect everywhere all over the earth.
Yeah, the Boring Company.
Yeah, and then you got in the U.S. you have the Boring Company, right?
Yeah.
And we also have underground tunnels here, right? Some of them repurposed, right? You can't go into the Grand Canyon. That's off limits in case you get hurt for some reason, but you can literally go anywhere else, except for military bases, right? So that's strange. But yet all the, Grand Canyons named after Egyptian gods and goddesses for some reason, and shapes and different things. What's that about?
Yeah.
So the American people and the world don't believe them anymore at all. Don't believe anything. And it's like, it's almost like if you don't do your own research, you're not gonna find out anything.
Yeah, and that's, I think, half the battle is, a lot of people are lazy. They just like, hey, NASA's telling us this. I'm cool with it. I'll go with that. Yeah. But then there's the other half, like us and everyone else in the chat. They're like, they're free will thinkers where, hey, something doesn't add up.
Yeah.
And you start tugging at that string and you start pulling the thread off, and as you know, the whole thing comes, apart. And that's just one of many different things you could start taking apart.
Duck and Cover wants to know, you heard the story about the temple with Egyptian artifacts allegedly found in the Grand Canyon? Yes. That's what I was referring to.
Oh, to G.E. Kincaid.
Yeah, to Kincaid. Yeah. And they were thinking that possibly Cleopatra and Mark Antony might have come to America at some point in time.
Oh, their son.
Yes. Yeah. Their child, and then renamed some areas in the Grand Canyon, apparently.
Yeah, their love child.
And they had underground tunnels, right? Or caves. And these caves
is now
strange.
Yeah, which is now boarded up, the cave.
But
I've seen videos where people supposedly have found remnants of where that entrance was or should have been. And I mean, the images look very convincing. I'm like, I could see that being an entrance at one point in time, but now it's literally just, filled in.
Yeah, there's a great documentary. I think it was called The Holocaust of the Giants by Tim Alberino and Steve Quayle. And that covers that story, Duck and Cover, about possibly it being the love child of Cleopatra and Mark Antony.
Yes.
Did the military lose like $2 trillion? Probably paid for the underground bases. Yeah, exactly.
Have you guys heard about that pastor, I believe, bald dude that predicted Trump getting hit in the ear with a bullet at all? I think his name's Brandon something or other.
I think somebody mentioned that to me. Who was it? Watchman? Watchman, did you tell me that story? Maybe it was you.
So
it was either you or Watchman.
So he's on TikTok now, but I think he was on YouTube, and he says God speaks through him and tells him to, let people know things, right? And one of his things was that Trump's going to be attempted assassination, and he's going to get hit in the right ear, and he's going to fall to his knees and then find Jesus, find God, and he did that about 5 months before that event happened. right? Which
Wow.
was huge.
Really?
I mean, yeah. So I've been kind of following that guy, and he's also made some predictions about XRP. Not financial advice, obviously. This is just conspiracy. So who knows? But he talks about XRP specifically, and then some other coins, and talks about crypto being the great wealth transfer that happens. I guess God talks about blessing its people and having a time before the rapture of abundance and great gifts, right? Through crypto, I guess, is how he's interpreting that, right? So I've kind of followed him here and there, but he did a prediction a couple days ago, actually, about who try. Now I know this sounds weird, but God showed him in a vision or whatever that somebody is going to be picked for the Federal Reserve. You know, the Chairman Powell is going to either get taken down or step down or whatever. So who he's going to appoint as the new head of the Fed. And so what I did was I found that name that he showed, and I put on Kashi. You know, it's a predicting.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Where you can bet on. So I bet on Michelle Bowman to be, and she's at 3% right now to get, you know, this job. So I put some money on her to get that. So I'm using conspiracies to financially gain, I hope.
I mean, he better not screw that pick up, because that's. Can you imagine if he put somebody in there and they're like, "Just kidding, we're not doing nothing." Right?
I don't know. I haven't looked her up really. I just Michelle Bowman is her name, and I was like, it's worth a couple bucks on her to see. I mean, at 3%, I think I gain 3,100 if you put 100 on there. So
nice. Have you ever been outside at night and been startled by lightning bolts on the horizon? Look at a radar app and match the storms with the radar. 300 miles plus is attainable. 11 miles over Earth's curve. There's a curve.
What's he saying?
I don't know. No, I haven't done that.
I've not. I can cover.
Sure. What are the new conspiracy?
I just gave you one.
Gave us a good one.
There's one going around, but I think it's fake. It's about zero gravity in like August this year. Heard about that?
No.
There's
tell me about
supposed to be some black hole event that causes magnetic blah 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 blah. So where we're gonna have for 7 seconds zero gravity.
What?
Yeah.
That would be incredible.
I don't know.
Yeah, but,
so
I have not heard that.
That's circulating. Trump is the Messiah. I've heard that one going around. Yeah, the Jewish people believe that Trump is the Messiah, helping the Jewish people with what they're up to.
He can't be.
Just saying that's
he's not even Jewish.
You know, it doesn't say he has to be. He helps the Jewish people, which he is helping, Israel out quite a bit.
I guess if you followed the line of his lineage all the way till now, could he have come from that lineage on that side? Maybe, but you'd have to have it.
Well,
because
here's another
in the Bible they show Jesus' lineage, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, here's another thing.
From where it was supposed to come from the house, of Israel.
Right. With Trump, there's only a couple photos of him as a kid, a young guy, and they totally look AI'd.
Really?
Just putting that out there. Yeah. And if you don't believe we had AI years and years and years ago, you'd be crazy.
Probably since the 50s, I would think. We're usually technology is like 50 years behind.
Yeah, so
when they release it.
So I don't know. So that's a new one I've been.
Well, it's like a TV, right? Didn't they have the TV in? It was like way before when we ever even. When did we get the first TV? Was that in the 50s? Probably.
It was before the supposed moon landing for sure. I mean,
yeah,
right. Because we had to watch it on the TV, right? But
And we live streamed that, right? The moon
I
landing.
was watching where it was talking about these telescreens. They've got the
1920s.
technology for a while.
There you go.
1920s.
All right.
20s. There you go.
You know, I did see who, I can't remember the name of the company that had I guess they were radio wave speaking devices, which are pretty much, you know, cell phones. Some lady coming out of it, it might have been DuPont, where she's coming out of the factory and she like literally opens up this almost flip phone looking thing, and she gets on it, she starts talking, and you know she's talking to the phone or this device and not anyone around her, because everyone is kind of like leaving the same time, but everyone's doing their own thing. But she kind of, you know, is out there on her doing this, she's talking to it. And they're talking about how like Tesla had, I guess, solved that issue years before we figured out how to mass produce it, and it was, you know, through radio waves. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I've seen that image. I've seen her, and she's with a couple people, but she's walking out, and she's has her that thing to her ear, and she's like talking or something about it. Yeah,
right. And that's way before the, you know, modern times where we had devices that could actually do that.
Yeah, and how would she just be free holding it and chatting along? That's so bizarre.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, because so when I was in the military, we always got stuff way before the general public got stuff. And there were units, secret units of, you know, far beyond us, that were getting stuff before we got stuff, and we got stuff before the general public did, the civilian sector did. And I'm like, what were they getting, and how were they getting all this cool stuff? Like when the night vision goggles first came out, I mean, I was like, dude, that was the coolest thing ever, like since sliced bread.
Right.
Come to find out, they had it before we even had our hands on it as Marines. And we're like, well, when and how? What else do they got that we don't have?
Right.
And, I'm sorry.
Is Bill froze? Oh, no.
No, what Duck and Cover was putting up.
Yeah. So yeah, like you're right, Zombie. Like, I mean, there's stuff out there that probably people are holding on to, like, you know, on almost kind of like skunk works, Black Ops type deal, that, you know, that they keep under the cover of darkness, only because, you know, they don't want to get into the wrong enemy hands, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, it makes you wonder where technology really came from. So, if you read like the tablets back in ancient times, it always said that it came from these other beings, right? That information was always handed down, no matter what religion you're speaking about, right? Well, we were riding horse and chariot for how long? And then all of a sudden we created the automobile, the steam engine, right? Gasoline started coming into effect. Makes you wonder where, like, all of a sudden now we have computer chips, and now we're sending people to outer space. And we did all this in what, the last 100 and something years, 150 years maybe.
Yeah.
But we were riding horse and chariot for supposedly 6,000 years.
Yeah.
I'm going to bring something
crazy,
up.
right? When you think about that.
Share my screen here.
Yeah, you keep freezing up, Zombie.
Share.
So these last few years, you know, you get reports of them getting information from the spirit realm. Woo-wee.
Okay.
What's up, Randy?
This is yes. I'm glad you put this up.
That's the hair.
That's incredible.
It's still going. How?
Well, have you seen where they lay out the computer chip And the ancient megalithic structures, cities, are all in alignment, like it's an actual computer chip.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, like in
Like
Mexico.
like
Yeah. The temple of
the
the
alignments with
moon,
the
the
pyramids,
star,
and it
yeah,
looks from a
and the
distance
sun.
from the sky, it looks
Yeah,
like a computer board.
Yeah.
it does.
I
Like a
mean, like
circuit board.
free energy,
Randy
right?
says
I mean,
we
that's
are in a
another one.
simulation.
You know, we talk about
Randy.
free energy. Gosh, think of how much money was made off of the need for energy. You know, if it was
Mm-hmm.
free, shit.
Have you guys ever seen the movie The 13th Floor?
I might have. You got to refresh your memory.
It's
I've never
basically a
seen it.
simulation within a simulation, like simulacra. It's a book that they show in the Matrix. It's on the shelf of Neo's simulacra, or something like that. It's basically what the 13th floor is all about. They figure out that, you know, that there's this computer, something happens inside this simulation, right? And they're trying to figure out what's going on. But in looking into the simulation, they realize at the end of the movie that they're really in a simulation too. So he realized that the whole time that he's kept within these borders where you can't go past, kind of like a Truman Show type thing. The
kind of like
roads
the ice wall.
Huh?
Kind of like the ice wall.
Yeah, right. Just like that, but smaller. Yeah. What's up? Fun under the sun.
Ah, fun under the sun in the house.
Ooh, this one's getting deep. My thumbnail is the star Sirius taken by amateur astronomer Mikey Smith horizontally opposed on YouTube. Horizontally opposed on YouTube? The stars are not what they show us.
Well, I've heard theories of them being, since it backs up the dome theory, that there's, you know, in the Bible it says the waters above, right? So if there's waters below, above us, and then what's past that is shining, and that's why it glistens just like light in water, right? Dancing around and stuff, and that's the glistening of stars. They're just lights that are being, you know, that are out there. Kind of interesting. I mean, it makes sense in a way, just because of how the light patterns like act when you go and zoom in on a star, right?
Did we ever land on the moon?
I'm gonna.
You're a little late to that conversation.
What are your thoughts, though? Let us know.
Yeah.
And I don't put anybody down for believing whatever they're believing, as long as they can like speak about it and tell me their viewpoint and how they got there, you know?
Yeah.
Because we're all fed information, right? A scientist is only smart as the books he read, right? And that somebody wrote those books, and who wrote those books? Were they the people that performed the experiments, or was it somebody that told them? You know, we're all fed information just over and over again. So I don't put anybody down for believing what they believe. You know, I just want to understand why they believe what they believe, you know?
Yeah. Well, I think the whole creation narrative in the beginning of the Bible is kind of, we've been kind of like told to believe it a certain way. And I think it's just read wrong with how creation came in the past. You know, a lot of people, they think that, you know, the timeline is a certain way, and I think they're just reading it wrong. You know, it says in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. And I think, yeah, that's a good point. But then it stops. There's a stopping point right there. And then he says, and the earth was without form and void, right? So it's the start of a completely different story within a story, right? And I think a lot of people miss that. And I'm not saying that you're wrong with your saying you're the firmament and all that. I think he goes into detail about how he created it into that story, right? But it's like telling a story within a story in the middle of creation. Because the problem when you read Genesis is it almost seems like there's two creation narratives being told at the exact same time. Like, how could the angels be created on one day, and the angels shout for joy when the foundations of the earth were laid. Right?
Mhm.
Well, they would have had to been there before the earth was created, right? But then it says on day 2 or whatever that they were created after the sun and the moon and the stars and all that stuff, right? So people have put it in like sequential order, and I don't think it was ever intended to be read that way.
Mhm. I mean, what about missing parts of the Bible? I've started seeing things about that too, where things were left out and things were altered, and that by the hands of man, right?
Yeah. And I think on one end, you can only fit so much in a book, but also you can only preserve so much over time. And definitely some books have probably been kept back from that for sure.
Right.
The book Enoch, I definitely think parts of it should have been in it. Not all of it, but definitely parts. Watchman says, I agree, Bill. Definitely was I think he meant pre-Adamite man in the Bible is definitely more silent on things than what it speaks on. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah, he meant to say pre-Adamite. Yeah.
Yeah, pre-Adamite.
Yeah, so I think there was a creation prior to our creation. I think it got destroyed. God doesn't create things destroyed. And then how could he all of a sudden say the earth was without form and void and darkness was upon the face of the deep? Well, he wouldn't say that. He would say, well, I created the earth and it was perfect. And then I put all creation there and everything was great, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't say that. And he also tells Adam with a peculiar saying later on is he says, hey, Adam, I want you to go forth and repopulate the earth. Well, you only need to repopulate the earth if it was populated before, right?
Or else he would have said populate. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was what was the exact word he used? Replenish the earth. Yeah, replenish, fill it up, right? Subdue it, take dominion over it. So I think a lot of people miss that, So the earth could be billions and billions of years old, and there could have been tons of creations, and man could still be young, and put into our place in existence, I guess. Jamie says yes about the Bible too, Bill. Yeah. Crazy Dan says water above us equals the life-giving rains. Yes, it does.
Crazy Dan.
There's a whole human history missing in the beginning of the creation story. Yeah, there's a lot missing.
Yeah, I think so. I think the Vatican in the Vatican archives, there's probably stuff in there that we probably should all be privy to, but due to the powers that be, they're only releasing stuff that they feel like we should. You know, it's almost like they have control of giving us what they think we should only know versus just give us everything and let us pick and choose. So I think there's a ton of like Zombie had mentioned, like missing books that should probably have, been included in the Bible but due to for whatever reason where there's only room for so many books, they all could not have been included. Otherwise the Bible would have been like this big versus this big. But that I think there's a few things like a few gospels that probably should have been included. Like you touched on Enoch, like holy smokes. I mean, that literally, if you read it, if you take the Bible word for word and every word is truth, I mean, then you get to Enoch, you're kind of like, what just happened?
Yeah, why did I not catch that part of the story, right?
Exactly. And
yeah,
it kind of opens up the door for, well, if that's just kind of, questionable, what else is questionable? And,
well, it makes sense, right? You can't even almost understand the Bible without Enoch. Because it fills in that void of these beings came down from the heavens, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, is a physical place. They physically showed up. They physically took these wives and physically had kids. and physically created civilizations, right? And physically taught them technology, which everyone always thinks angels, oh, they're these spiritual beings. And I'm always trying to push the point like, no, these are physical dudes. They look like us. They have the same plumbing as us. They were created in the image of God like us, right? And that's why they were able to, they're a little different than us. That's why their offspring were kind of wild, right? But they created these buildings all over the earth and these civilizations that are insane on a technological level. And we can't even build them today, nor would we. Nor would we.
Yeah, because polygonal masonry, I can't figure out to this day for the life of me, why are there nubs on the stones? Like,
yeah, and their underground built cities are way better than our underground cities. Like we're drilling, we're taking these drills like we were talking about earlier, and they drill these gigantic circles out, right? Well, their underground cities have, some of them have 10,000 airway shafts, right? They're perfect. You can breathe in them, no problem. They go 18 stories underground. They house 50,000 people. They're connected to multiple underground cities, right? They can hold cattle and chapel services and kitchens and bedrooms and living rooms and everything you could possibly want. They're perfect. And they don't collapse into themselves either. And they still haven't 5,000, 6,000, 10,000 years later. It's incredible.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Because that discovery, that recent discovery not too long ago, I mean, that underground, gosh, labyrinth of tunnels, I think they said could probably at one point in time house up to 20,000 people.
Yeah. And that was just one. And there were 200 other cities that were connected to that one. That's incredible.
It's hard to, I mean, in today's day and age, I mean, I don't put anything past anything anymore. Like, it just, because what we've been fed up until this point, I mean, it's all questionable now. Like, I literally go back and do my own research versus reading this book and taking it as, you know, hey, this is the word right here. It's because it says right here.
Right.
Not no more,
well, I love that the narrative creators they don't have the narrative anymore. Right.
Yeah.
Now we're seeing excavations go on at Sacsayhuaman in Peru without the authorities involved. Right. They're kind of in the behind the scenes, but they're getting into the underground tunnels now. Finally. Right. So we're seeing excavations in other areas all over the world. People are sending out independent teams and they're finding out their own information. And that's what we really need. Because so much information's been hidden, like with NASA, right? And with other programs, we can't believe anything they put out.
No, especially like Zahi Hawass. That guy's been for the last couple of decades, I mean, the leading foremost expert on anything ancient, Egypt has to offer. Like, he's the end all and be all. Like, his word was pretty much, that was it.
Yeah.
And with all these new LiDAR technology that comes to surface, where they're, ground penetrating technology going through beneath the pyramids of Giza, and they're finding all these columns and new structures, which we knew about decades ago because they talked about it. That they're always, even in the 20s when they found stuff, like, there's other tunnels and stuff back there. Edgar Casey, the Sleeping Prophet, talked about that. He was like, hey, you want to know? The library is underneath the Sphinx, and one day it'll be unveiled, like, to the public. And so he was gatekeeping, man. Like, I think because if that's true, then everything else that he's talked about, the ancient Egyptians building all the pyramids and all the great that they've done, I mean, it was all a farce. And I don't think he wants that known, not while he's alive. I mean,
I think they were a copycat civilization. I don't even think that they even knew what those masks even fully represented. You know what I mean? I think the Egyptians came into that area and they started writing their names on everything. That some of them may have been descendants, right? But nothing compared to the people that used to live there. And then they started burying their own people in those sarcophagus. You know what I mean?
In the
and
Valley of
started,
the Kings.
yep, in the Valley of the Kings, right? And then they started emulating everything that they saw. Because there's no way, for instance, current one of the modern day museums in Egypt had to build the museum around one of the statues that was fallen over, right? It was like only a couple 100,000 piece stone, 100,000 pound stone. Yet they had to build the museum around it. Well, why? You couldn't just quarry this thing out of the ground and carry it just like all your Egyptian ancestors did?
No, because
On one
it would
solid piece of
probably
granite?
no, because it might uncover something that they don't want let out. It's kind of like I said, Göbekli Tepe, right? Just quick side
Yeah.
note. Göbekli Tepe, all these other circular mounds. I mean, that's Göbekli Tepe is one of probably like 25 circular mounds. To prevent other archaeologists from digging at these other circular mounds, they planted olive trees. And olive trees in that area, once they hit the ground and they take root, it's against the law to dig them up.
Yeah.
Even though
That's
knowing
crazy
these
that they
roots,
did that.
Wow.
even though knowing the roots will go down
And start
into the
destroying
structures and destroying stuff, by law, you cannot, once they take root, you can't dig them up. You have to let them grow. And that was their way of, I want to say, gatekeeping future archaeologists to go and find out the truth. So they planted they planted fields of these olive trees.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, I and Zahi Watts, same exact thing. I think the dude is gatekeeping because there's something underneath the pyramids that they saw the tunnels to years, decades ago that are now blocked off. And you can't even get to them anymore. So when
Did
you
you
do
see the labyrinth they just found? On Rogan was talking about it with the Uncharted X. Supposedly a labyrinth, underground labyrinth that's bigger, probably bigger and more impressive than the Great Pyramids, in size and scale too. And then there's some tic tac metal shaped object under the ground, like 40 feet long. They're able to they're scanning the ground everywhere.
Yeah. And then the archaeologists that kind of side with ancient Egyptians building the pyramids, the Great Pyramids, would say, those LiDAR images were not confirmed. They were not sanctioned. They were not authorized. Not realizing that we don't need to be on the ground to do this. You could be from the satellite in space shooting down.
And it's only getting better.
Radar.
Yeah.
And to have these 3D mock-ups of what's really beneath the ground.
Yeah.
So it's no different from us doing that to China and finding out where their bunkers are, and realizing, oh well, this bunker is like 5 stories deep. How do we know? Ground penetrating radar from the satellites.
Yep.
They're doing the exact same thing into the sand in Egypt, and
there's an interesting passage in the Bible that made me think of where God was talking about the elites of the world. He was like, though you make your nests in the stars, I will seek you out. And though you make I think he said the homes in underground or in the cliffs and the rocks, I will find you. And like if we're on a level, he could probably scan the whole planet. You know what I mean? Like in an instant, and you could see every underground tunnel and every underground structure there is.
There's no hiding.
There's no hiding.
There's no hiding.
It's incredible.
Quick,
just made me think of that.
Yeah. Have you guys heard about getting that Venezuelan president? Have you heard about any details around that?
Yes.
Not really.
No?
Nothing other than what the media has kind of told me.
Go ahead, Tommy. Yeah.
There's a guard. There's a guard that was there, and he started speaking out recently about the events that happened, and he's saying that they had no clue, obviously, that this attack was going to happen or this mission, and they had a I guess some sort of device that America had some sort of device that bursted like vessels in people's heads, and like blood was pouring out, and people instantly like fell to the ground, and that's how they distracted and were able to walk in. And this because they were using some technology that they've never seen before. And they're saying, yeah, America's got some shit, you know.
Wasn't it
that
like
sounds-
some kind of hive technology?
I didn't hear what kind of technology, just the fact that it, scrambled people's brains and led people to bleed, out their
and they were able to
cavities.
see through objects by using multiple scanners, and they could see the people behind like the trailers and trucks and things.
Really?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like thermal imaging, but on a larger, grander scale.
Yeah, and would go to everybody. Every teammate member would see it on their own level from their view.
Well, did you hear about the people bleeding, like basically like imploding?
I didn't hear about any of that.
Yeah, one of the guards, I guess, started talking about it a little bit. Said that America has some shit that, yeah.
I couldn't believe
know
it, Zombie.
Huh?
I can, because I could believe that, and the only reason I say that is because like we have the technology, and it's almost kind of like it's like it's like almost like a ray gun, but it's like a disruptor ray gun, where because we're made up mainly of water, and they've done it with down to the molecular
Microwaves,
level.
right?
Yeah, like microwaves. They've destroyed cancer cells with these waves. I mean, any cell, good, bad, they have the capability of going in and destroying all cells altogether. But so I can see that, especially that we're made up with we're mainly water. Dude, those molecules, they just disrupt it just enough for it to do one of these and just kaboom. Yeah, blood would definitely start pouring out of.
It's all frequencies, right? It's all on that level, and we pass through walls. I can call you right now, and it goes through buildings and everything, and it's all there. It's just how to weaponize it, right? How to tune it, fine tune it, use it, right? I'm 100% certain they have that.
Yeah, and that's what the military is good at doing. That's what they're best at doing, is weaponizing anything and everything.
Yeah,
the active denial system. Well, isn't that our government right there? They're always denying everything.
Let me lighten it up a little bit. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. Hopefully it doesn't mess up here. I want to hear what you guys think about this. No, that is not what I was sharing. At the stage. There we go. Was this one? This one? Let's see. Is this it? No. What screen am I sharing here? Oh, here it is. Okay.
This is kind of mind-blowing. It shows you how long it took for Bitcoin to go from the bottom of the market to the top of the market. It took roughly 1,050 days for this cycle. But what's also very interesting is that the last cycles 3 and 4, also took the exact same amount, 1,050-ish days. Now, check this out. I know it looks complicated, but this chart shows kind of the same thing. Bitcoin's followed the same pattern, but alternating from the all-time low to the all-time high, and then all-time high to the all-time low. So for example, in 2015, from the all-time low to the all-time high, it took Bitcoin 1,050-ish days. And then in 2017, from the all-time high to the all-time low, it took Bitcoin about a year, 364 days. Then in 2018, from the all-time low to the all-time high, it took again 1,050-ish days. And again, from the all-time high in 2021 to the all-time low, it took 364 days. Well, guess how long it took us to go from the all-time low to the all-time high in this cycle?
364.
1,050 to 1,064-ish days.
Wow.
Which means if this pattern continues, we should reach the all-time low 364 days from our all-time high, which happened on October 6th of this year. This is kind of
So that would mean that,
Of last year.
yeah, of last year. So this year coming up, right, in October should be the low of Bitcoin, which is, the market. Not financial advice. Just letting everybody know.
Send me that video.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm writing that down. Yeah, Andre Jick, like he makes
Did you
a
guys
lot
see
of good points.
Divinities in that? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying he makes a lot of good points.
Did you see Divinity's announcement today?
No.
Divinity announced that it was going to be used by midnight on Cardano.
On
Do you guys know
Cardano.
what midnight is?
What's midnight?
Midnight is Cardano's side chain where they're basically going to be doing more transactions, basically. I don't know if it's technically a layer 2, but it's a big deal. It's
So
like
what does that
saying
mean, being used?
For what Divinity is being used for, the transactions, transaction settlements, I think.
Oh, Divinity is being used to make that happen.
For
Okay.
midnight, which is Cardano's basically Cardano's chain. They're one. Midnight is Cardano's baby, basically.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that was exciting. I don't know a ton about it, but I caught Randy's stream and I was like, man, that's awesome.
Oh, yeah, he was talking to somebody. Who was that? I missed the
I don't
beginning
know.
part.
I thought they worked for Divinity, but I couldn't tell who the voice was.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was on right before our show came on. I was trying to scrub up, get ready.
I was scrambling to hop on. I'm like, where's the link? That's when I
know. And I sent you a terrible picture. So it still won't let me into my X account on this computer. My phone and my TV are fine, but no, it won't let me.
Divinity's up 2.8 in the last 24 hours, so it's got a little bit of movement, but not.
I don't think
enough.
people are realizing what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably have no idea.
Right. I honestly was supposed to get my midnight tokens for my Cardano that I have staked, but I didn't even care. I was just like, it's not worth anything right now, and I don't really even feel like doing it. And watch, midnight's going to go to a lot of money, and then I'm going to be like, why?
Well, can you buy midnight token? What's the price?
Yeah, it's called the night token, but it's worth less right now. But wait till it, years down the road, I'll wish I had it.
Oh wow. Okay, so it's 6 cents right now.
Yeah.
Market cap is 1 billion. So it's meant for transactions, huh?
Yeah.
Total supply is 24 billion.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with it. I don't know.
Interesting. That's good for Divinity.
Yeah, it was a huge announcement for Divinity, though.
All I hear about Divinity is that, they got all these positive things around it, but it just hasn't, there's no interest. There's nobody that's already in the market that has dry powder to put into anything else, So it's just that it's narrative driven. The whole market pretty much is. Look at all the great things that happens for XRP. Price goes down. All the great things for all these projects. Price goes down. It's because everybody's scared. Nobody's interested in putting any money anywhere right now. Everything's too shaky.
Love chasing green candles. There's no green candles for them to chase.
Yeah, it's too shaky right now. So
everybody's chasing silver right now.
It's what's $92 now or $94?
94.
It's tasty, man. I tell you what.
Dude, I tell you what, I was buying at 30 and I started buying at 40. People calling me like, bro, you're an idiot. 40? Like, it's never going to go. This is the high. It's just going to go down from here. Next thing you know, it's 50, 60.
Oh, we've had a major pullback. It's 88.
Whoa.
Oh,
no shit.
This thing might go hyperbolic and go over 100 by the weekend.
Well, they're talking about short squeeze with that, kind of like the GameStop, because of the manipulation that was going on with it.
Oh, I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, there's a lot of factors that go into play with that too, because you got to look at all the other precious metals and see what they're doing. Gold's still going up. And copper, the price of copper's gone. I mean, even copper, right? The once an abundant metal, now that with the penny, the U.S. penny now being, no longer minted, those pennies that were pre-1982 are going to be worth a lot more money, because 82 is when they went to the zinking, or the zinc alloy for the pennies. So yeah, man,
they're all going to get melted down.
Yeah, like I mean, the face value probably worth less than the actual melt value. And when it comes to a point in the bridge, like, do I cross this bridge and melt all my silver coins, or do I hold on to them, for the sheer value of having a coin that it had some significant value to it, because it was pre 1965, or even the earlier coins that are so thrashed where you can't even read the date on them anymore, but it's silver. Like, like, do I buy silver just to melt them down?
I used to really buy up a bunch of mercury dimes. Those were my favorite, because I knew that you would need small increments, right? But when you saw mercury, you didn't even have to read the date. You just knew it's mercury, because it's not the same as Eisenhower on them. But I actually was supposed to have delivered my Vivi gold and silver coins today, and I wasn't around for the postman. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to go pick them up.
Don't blame the postman. Don't blame the postman.
The post office.
You got nothing to do with it, man. Nothing to do with it.
Zombies full.
I told that guy to ring your doorbell twice. That's on you.
So they come in really sweet blocks, though. I'm excited about this.
Oh yeah. No, like I still have mine.
Shut up. This is what I would have had today. If it wasn't your zombie.
It comes in a really, really cool.
Open it up.
Girl package. Oh yeah, with the cool hologram on the back too. I mean, that's spiffy, right?
Nice.
It's a nice presentation box.
But I love
there it is.
Display block. Yes, look at that.
Oh.
How much would you be willing to sell that for?
David Yu was buying these back at Decon he was giving offers of $500.
Wow.
As soon as you redeemed it and you wanted to sell it, $500.
I did hear that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And get this. So this is held together by a magnet, a really strong magnet, kind of like those one touch holders for the cards.
Mm-hmm.
And that in itself is awesome. Yeah, there you go. That in itself is in another case. The plastic case.
That's sweet. So clean.
Yeah, I heard because it was such a low mint for Orgoro to put out that David wanted to buy some back, I guess.
Oh yeah.
That guy's a collector at heart, huh?
No, he definitely is. And this is literally cool. Like, so I actually had this displayed, but I took it down because I had it sitting up on this bad boy here.
Yeah, because we still got to see there's an Akomi one coming too. Yeah, that's awesome.
I need to get that.
Yeah, so I have it on this acrylic display piece. So it was sitting right here on my desk, and for some reason, I just ended up cleaning and putting everything away. Yeah, so back to what you're saying, Bill, the Comey coin, same exact thing. Have your MCP points ready. I think this one was 400,000 MCP points to craft the NFT. You get the collectible.
Yep.
The digital collectible, and then with the digital, you actually can redeem the physical.
Right.
So same thing with
I would imagine the Akomi will probably be the last, right?
No,
maybe.
I have.
Yeah. Because I think the floor for the Akomi logo right now is about 1650.
Okay.
and the floor for the gold and silver BB logo is like 9,500.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, if you don't, and if you're a big Ecomi fan and you want to get one of these physicals,
Mm-hmm.
I'd say pick it up now, 1650. I mean, that's literally not bad at all. I mean, in
I'll
comparison
be
to where
posting probably one on eBay for about 1,500.
Bill, don't do it.
I'm just saying, for those who want to pick one up.
I almost have
I got 2 of them
right now.
I picked up 2 of them. So.
You have 2? Oh, dude. Yeah, I have just one. Thought about picking up 2, but I started buying special mints and all my money was gone quick. Yeah.
It goes quick, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's spiffy, very spiffy. Like
I got one that matches one of my logos, and the other one is one number off. So I'm like, I'm gonna sell it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. So, if you go in person, the mint number on this coin matches my gold and silver BB logo.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And that was all because of VV Magic. She literally reached out to all the gold and silver logo holders.
Yep.
Said, "Are you going to be at Decon? Are you going to be at Decon? If so, what's your mint number?" And she went and literally pulled out the coins with the actual matching mint numbers and made sure she got it.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, she went above and beyond, man. She literally is, that's why she's she's great. Like I got mine, my brother got his, and we're like, dude, like, thank you, Magic. Like, this is, you didn't have to, but like, you went above and beyond the 500 of these to figure out which one was which. I mean, yeah, kudos to her.
Right. Yeah. I hope they do that for the Ecomi logo as well. I mean, it goes above and beyond, and it really shows like a caring and an understanding of their community, right? Because that's what we do. We match mint numbers. That's what we do.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. And
so, were there any takers there that you noticed? Were there any takers that said, "I'm willing to sell mine off for 500"?
Not before me, not behind me. So I don't know if
they're all like, "No, I would never do that," and then they're off to the side like, "Hey,
that is $500."
No, it's to me, I think even 5,000, I'll still hold on to it. It's more the significance for me.
Right.
Yeah. But then again, I'm one of those diehard collectors, and I buy everything. Like I literally bought someone's whole stamp collection. I bought someone's coin collection. I bought someone's Pokemon collection. I know zero about Yu-Gi-Oh, but I bought their collection as well.
What are your thoughts on One Piece?
So I just found out about One Piece. My cousin who lives in Charleston, South Carolina, was calling me. He's like, "Hey, Fro, your nieces and nephews, they want One Piece, and it's very hard for them to get it here." And I'm out in California, and they're like, "Can you, call around, ask around a couple of shops, maybe they can pre-order, maybe hold a couple of boxes for your niece and nephews over here in Charleston?"
Yeah.
And Uncle Fro was kind of like, "Oh man,
dang,
I love my niece and nephews. Yeah, let me see what I can do."
Right.
So I was able to get my hands on one box. Everything else is first come, first serve.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a long line, but the owner of the shop said, "For you, Fro, I'll hold one."
Dang.
So
it was nice.
Yeah, they gotta split the packs. Like they're gonna figure something out. And,
or keep it sealed, even better.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. That's what I told them. And I learned literally probably a day to download Zombie in the last 2 weeks of what One Piece was, all the chase cards, and why it's better than Pokemon. And I bought someone's Pokemon collection, and I have that here, like in my desk. And for the longest time, I'm like, nah, Pokemon. I mean, that rules the world. Like everyone knows who Pokemon is. But his argument for One Piece was kind of, I could see that too. Like value-wise, I could see that. There's more chase cards you can get out of the box of One Piece versus there's only 2 or 3 chase cards you're getting out of Pokemon, and the rest you're going to just toss into the dollar bin.
Right.
But yeah, One Piece. He was saying there's a ton more chase cards, and there's more value. You get more bang for your buck, even though it's not as popular as Pokemon. But you do get the chance of getting like all these.
It's growing from what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's room. I think there's room for both, and it's
Mhm.
a little bit different niches as well. Just for the mass amounts of content that One Piece is putting out already, and that's already indoctrinated in the fans of anime. You ask most anime people, they know what the fuck One Piece is. Whether they like it or they still follow it or whatever, they know what it is.
Yeah, this one dude that works for me was like, "Oh yeah, I'm on episode like 500 and something." I'm like, "What? Like what? What did you say?" He's like, or maybe it was like 1,000. I don't even know. There was just so many episodes.
Yeah,
like,
there's a lot. There's thousands, I think, over 1,000.
It was probably thousands. He mentioned, yeah.
Wow.
It's crazy. And they made the series on Netflix that I watched with my kid, and it was good. It was really entertaining. And
did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah, well, the series on Netflix is different, right?
Okay.
It's One Piece, but it's not all those stories. It starts from the beginning and kind of arcs through the
like gets the main
storyline. Yeah, but it's really cool because it's live action. So like one Luffy's arm will go and extend and punch somebody or something, and it looks all real and everything. It's really cool. It's not like anime where it's a cartoon. Basically, it's real life. So yeah, it's good. Definitely recommend. Where's Emoji
at? I know, right? Anime king.
Yep. Oh, just hit the 2-hour mark.
Good time to cut off.
How you guys doing?
I do actually have to run here.
Okay. Any last words?
No, dudes. I love coming on. I just yesterday didn't work out, Bill. Worked, and I'm super sorry. But yeah, today's been fun. Like, we touched on a bunch of cool stuff. I got to come back on, man.
Bang bang. There you go.
Sure. We're definitely gonna have you back on.
Yeah, we'll do this again for sure. We'll try to do it in more regular basis.
Yeah, I definitely wanted to do a giveaway, but I didn't have anything set aside. I got to go through my boxes of something real cool for the next time I come back on.
Yeah,
I want to do like a really cool giveaway. So
yeah, we'll build it up. We were gonna do. We had some giveaways lined up, but we have to hold them back for next week because some thing that we were going to give away isn't in place yet.
It's a conspiracy. Figure it out.
No,
we had a few of them we were going to do, but we're going to have to hold.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, next time before I do come on, I'll have to take some photos, and that way I can send them to you, Bill. That way you can be like, hey, these are the giveaways that are going to be given out during the live stream when I come on.
We'll like promote it.
Yeah. Sounds good plan, brothers. All right. Well, cool.
Thank you for coming on, man.
Thank you.
Thank you both. All right. I'll see you guys soon.
See you.
See everybody. Peace.
All right.